You're listening to the Community Services Connection podcast, an informative podcast for those who live, work, and play in our paradise. We're covering everything from recreation and pools, libraries and history, parks and natural resources, and the UF-IFAS extension of Charlotte County. I'm your host, Brianna Benavenga. We have our youth librarians back on the podcast today.
Hello! Hey.
Let's go around and introduce each one of you, just so people know who you are.
Okay. I am Miss Ashley. I am from the Port Charlotte Public Library.
I am Miss Holly, and I am from the Englewood Charlotte Library.
And I am Miss Liz, and I am from the Punta Gorda Charlotte Library.
So I'm really excited to be talking about summer reading because that means summer is almost here. We've had a really cold winter here in Florida, so I'm happy that it's almost summertime and the kids are almost out of school, and summer reading is just one of my favorite programs because you all do such a good job at promoting it and making it such a big deal, and most importantly, getting kids to want to participate. What is our summer reading program all about?
So this year, our summer reading theme is Adventure Begins at the Library, and it couldn't be a more perfect way to describe the library. We can find endless adventures and books and create our own through our experiences we share together, and that's what we're going to do this summer. We are going to be offering 8 weeks of non-stop summer reading fun as kids and teens embark on a quest for knowledge and prizes. More detailed information because, of course, like you said, we are busy. We have lots planned. Everything will be coming out soon, and everything kicks off Saturday, June 1st. So registration for programs, our summer reading, everything starts June 1st.
Will the kickoff be happening individually at each branch, or will you guys be doing one kickoff event like you have in the past?
It's going to be separate.
Okay.
Yes. And so I think all of ours is actually on June 1st.
So we're going to kick off our party at the Tringale Community Center. We're going to have a gal come in and do glitter tattoos for the kids. We're going to have Mad Dog hot dogs, chips and sodas and waters. And don't forget, we're going to have your special reading logs all ready to go for you with goodies in tow.
And ours at the Punta Gorda Library is also on Saturday, June 1st from 11 to 1. And we will have It's a Hot Dog Day hot dog cart. We're going to be signing everyone up for summer reading. And when you register with a library staff member, you will receive a ticket, which is good for a free hot dog, drink, and chip. We're going to have a sprinkler hooked up so kids and families can run through that. We're going to have giant bubbles, and all of our outdoor games will be set up for families to play with.
That's so fun. Is that happening on your back lawn?
Yes.
If you have not seen the back lawn at the Punta Gorda Charlotte Library, you have got to go because that space is just awesome.
It is, and you can check out our new pavilion that we have. So it's a nice sidewalk leading out to it. It's covered. We have 2 picnic tables there, and we've even had a couple of our kids' programs underneath it when our meeting rooms were full.
That's perfect. It's a great spot.
Absolutely.
Ashley, what's happening for the kickoff at the Port Charlotte Public Library?
So we're kicking off the fun in the afternoon on June 1st from 2 to 4 p.m. And we're embarking on a grand adventure, and it's choose your way. So there'll be multiple paths throughout the library to do different activities. Visit the Dolly Parton Imagination Library table to pick up your first book of summer, and it's free. You do not have to give it back to the library. You'll receive a bag of goodies with your reading log, explore a fire truck and ambulance, and meet the firefighters, get a balloon twisty, and participate in activities designed to get your young readers excited for the journey ahead.
I've heard you guys mention reading log a couple of times, and I know for those who have done the summer reading program before, they probably know exactly what it is. But can you talk a little bit about the reading log, what parents need to be doing, how it works, does it get checked? Tell me about that.
So with the reading log, the kids will, and the parents, of course, will log the time spent reading so that it encourages our kids to keep going. Don't just finish one book, but come in, show us your reading log, and get rewarded for your hard work. Every time they get a little further in the reading log, they'll get a little incentive. They'll reach a new destination in their adventure, and they'll receive an awesome prize. Once they finish their reading logs, we will have grand prizes as well. Depending on the branches and depending on the age groups as well.
So the ages, we say 0 to 4, it's going to be a sticker sheet. So it's 50 bubbles, you read 50 books. Even if it's the same board book that they love and you read it 50 times. It counts. You'll probably have it memorized by then. When that's finished, when they've read 50 books, they turn it back in. Like Miss Ashley said, they'll get a prize, and then they will be entered in for their age group's raffle basket, and they get an opportunity to come to our finale parties. And each library branch will be having an individual finale party as well. And for our tweens and teens and our 5 to 11-year-olds, the reading log, like Miss Ashley was talking about, it's going to be 1,800 minutes of reading. So there's no pressure of, you have to read 10 books, you have to read 15 books. It's, you have to read 20 minutes a day for school, so we're keeping that throughout the summer as well. So each 20 minutes that they log, they get to fill in a bubble or a check mark, and then again, when they reach different segments, then they get incentives.
That's an awesome program. And as parents, I'm assuming your children participate.
So I've got 2 girls. One is a 6th grader and one's a 4th grader, and it does motivate them during the summertime to avoid that summer slide. And they really love the graphic novel formats, and I know all 3 branches offer those kinds of genres for kids. And it doesn't have to be, a chapter book per se. It can be a fun read or a dessert read, like I've asked my students to call it in the past. So they do really enjoy the summer reading program and having those incentives and the fun activities that we'll have going on throughout the summer, like our kids crafts and our story times and some surprise authors that we might have.
Oh, yes. We are super excited about, we're bringing in an author in July.
Is it a secret still? Like, you don't want to... Do you want to wait
keep it
for a later announcement?
I've already told a couple patrons.
They're in on the secret.
You're checking out one of his books. Did you know? So, we can mention it.
Is it a children? It's a children's author?
It's a children's author.
Yeah. He is the author and illustrator of a bunch of different books. It's Alex Willen. He wrote Dragons Are the Worst, Unicorns Are the Worst, Yetis Are the Worst, Elves Are the Worst, and this month, actually, Leprechauns Are the Worst came out. So I met him at the Southwest Florida Reading Festival in Fort Myers a couple years ago, and then I saw him at ALA in Chicago this past summer, and I've been wanting to get him down here to do a unicorn program, because he'll read his book and he'll do a drawing session with the kids. It is so much fun. He is so nice. And we reached out to his agent, and we were able to book him for 3 different author visits on that Saturday. It'll be in 2 different locations. So our first one will be at the Family Services Center.
Yes, it'll be breakfast with Alex Willen.
And so they'll have, I think it's pancakes and...
Mm-hmm. We are partnering with the GFWC Women's Club to provide pancakes and a little pancake breakfast. He'll do his illustration, and we'll have a couple of activities for the kids to enjoy as well.
Then for the afternoon, so that's the morning with Miss Ashley and Alex Willen, and then in the afternoon, we will have 2 different sessions here at Centennial Recreation Center. And it'll be with Miss Holly and myself for 2 additional book readings, drawing sessions, and then at each session, for lack of a better word, he'll do book signing as well, and we're partnering with Copperfish Books, so they will be having an order form and a link that they'll be giving to me later where our families can go and purchase his books if they want, and then they can have them signed when he's here.
That's really cool. It seems like Charlotte County Libraries and History does a lot of public and community outreach. Mm-hmm. The community relies on the library system for more than just books. Can you talk about some of the different outreach initiatives that you're doing?
Sure. So that's really the heart of the library is outreach. It's not just a wall. It's not just a building with walls with books. We have to get out there and show them that we are a valuable part of the community, and we're really a bridge between the community and all of the resources out there. We provide resources, but we also want to connect our patrons to the resources in the community that they may not know about. So we reach out to all the different organizations. We visit the schools, we visit the preschools and the daycares, and all of these different places to just spread a love of learning, to spread the fun of story time to the children, and to let our community know that there's a way to give back, and it's not always through money, but it can be through just time, effort, sharing your passion, volunteering to make a craft with a child. It makes a huge difference, and it really helps because it does take a village to raise a child.
Well, you're all doing a great job with all of your programs and all of your outreach. So, and I know our community really appreciates it. Anything else that you want the community to know about Summer Reading 2024?
Yes. So, once again, we are partnering with the Tampa Bay Rays to do Reading with the Rays. And what's important to point out is the reading that they do throughout the summer counts for both. So they don't have to do the reading for the Rays and then the reading for us. It counts for both, which is good because if they finish Reading with the Rays, they're almost finished with our part of summer reading as well. So it's a difference between 24 to 32 hours. So how Reading with the Rays is set up is when summer reading kicks off on June 1st. You can also sign up for Reading with the Rays through us, and they'll get a baseball diamond log. So you start at home plate, and then of course you have to run to first base. That is 3 hours. So it's an honor system. Once you've read 3 hours, the adult initials the plate, brings it into the library, we initial the plate, and they get the first base prize. And then I believe they read 5 additional hours to get to second base. Again, grown up signs, we sign, they get an incentive. Third base, and then when they get all the way back to home plate, they will have read a total of 24 hours. And when they reach home plate, they will receive a voucher, which is good for 2 tickets, 2 free tickets, to go see a Tampa Bay Rays baseball game up at Tropicana Field. And on the back of their baseball diamond reading log, and on the back of the ticket voucher, there will be the applicable game dates. And they're all through June, July, and then it ends, I believe, it's usually like the beginning of September. So they have a long time to finish it. Even if they don't finish it during our summer reading program, they can still redeem it after we end Saturday, July 27th, I believe.
And don't forget that the reading that you do for the summer reading log also works for the Reading with the Rays. So it's not extra reading.
You need to double dip.
Yes, exactly.
It seems like a no-brainer.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And the parents are just as excited as the kids, because technically it's kindergarten all the way up through teens. Mm-hmm. So even if they're like, well, half the family really likes baseball and half doesn't, it counts, and the voucher's for 2. So if you have 3 kids, that's 2, 4, 6 tickets. If they finish, the entire family gets to go to the game for free. Oh, what we should point out about the vouchers, because we get this question every year, is you have to go online to redeem the tickets. You can't just show up to the gate and be like, yeah, here, I have my ticket. Mm-hmm. You have to choose which game you're going to, redeem it for that, and then everything is through, I believe it's the MLB baseball app.
Okay.
And so then the tickets will show up there, they get them scanned at the gate, and they're good to go.
So the voucher will have a special code that you go online to redeem.
Yes, and each voucher has a unique code.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yes, of course.
You get a lot of calls.
I also wanted to mention that for our kids that are in the summer camps all day and they may not get to do all of the summer reading activities at the libraries. I know I have one. She's going to be in her summer camp all day. We will be visiting the summer camps with our traveling library, bringing activities, bringing books, and bringing a chance for the kids to read for their reading log and get those prizes. So they're not going to miss out on anything. We also have our summer read-in feed for the children when they're out of school. The Port Charlotte Public Library partners with the Champs on Wheels Cafe through the schools, and we provide meals Monday through Friday, all 8 weeks. And there will be meals at the Englewood Charlotte Library as well, right?
So in June, from the 11th through the 14th, the Friends of the Englewood Charlotte Library are offering a read and feed as well. So I'll have a craft and a story time, as well as goodies from possibly Publix and Domino's. They support us so much with all the great food that we have for the kids.
And both of those programs are open to anybody, right? You don't have to qualify to come get a meal. You can come to the library, get a meal, eat it on site, and hear a story.
Yes, there is just the ages. It does have to be school-age children up to teens.
And you don't have to be a Charlotte County resident. You're visiting, you can come on in, get a meal, hear a story.
Yep.
So it's a really great program that helps our community a lot.
Yes, we want to feed everybody. And get them out of the heat, too.
Yes, I know. It's a nice break to come inside and and come into the library.
We can't stress enough how important summer reading is and how easy we make it for the parents to keep their kids from enduring that summer slide. When the kids are away from the classroom, they are out of their routines, which is fun for them, but not good for their brains because they do slow down. And then they have to play catch up when they come back to school. So our parents and guardians can really help their kids beat that summer slide by just bringing them to the library and surrounding them by those adventures, that knowledge, and the passion for learning that we want them to continue doing throughout their entire lives.
Again, all of our programs you can view on the library's online calendar as well.
And that is charlottecounyfl.gov/libraries. It's the website for the library.
Yes.
Wonderful. And don't forget, you will need to register for most of those programs. So be sure to bookmark that calendar, check all of the different activities, and get ready for a summer of fun.
And if you can't come and you need to cancel your reservation, your registration, please let us know, because we typically have a wait list. So if you can't go and you're holding 3 spots, please, again, let us know. We can cancel it for you, or if you still have the link, you can click on it and cancel it, and then that allows 3 other children to come to our program. Because I feel bad when it's like, okay, we're planning for 30 kids, 12 show up, and...
Yes.
So, some people hang around to see, hey, do you have openings? And I'll shoo them in. But, please let us know if you need to cancel your registration.
Yes, definitely do that so everybody has a chance. Adventure awaits this summer at our Charlotte County libraries. Ladies, thank you for your time this afternoon. And I'm really excited to see all the programs in action this summer.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.